So the pro-lifers were in St. Catharines today doing their typical protest. And so in one of the groups that I'm in online, someone mentioned the fact that the protests are there, and one of the guys said in the group said, "Well, it's great that those people have all the time in the world not working." One of the guys in the group responded saying, "Well, I'm retired, so I've got lots of time. So some of us are retired, and so we can go to these protests and force call out people's sins." So I responded back, "Oh, so you've got lots of time. So what places are you volunteering? Because you're retired and you've got a lot of time in here." The response was, "I worked all my life in the trades, and I'm ready for retirement, and I'm retired, and I'm going to spend all this time for myself." Very, Christian-like. So I replied back saying, Matthew 25, rather than, working with Matthew 25 and volunteering and helping people in your retirement, you'd rather go and point out people's sins. Jesus would be very proud. So, funny enough, he pushes back the John 8 and 7, which is, "He who is without sin cast the first stone," which is kind of ironic because rather than going out and helping people and having mercy on people and caring for people like Jesus was pointing out to the Pharisees, the guy that quoted the John 8:7 was basically being a Pharisee. He was like, "You don't cast stones at me, but I'll cast stones of sin wherever I go." So something to be aware of, focus on, take a look at John 8:7. And when you think about, should I be going out to these protests, or should I be pointing out other people's sins and that kind of stuff? Or should I be looking at, Matthew 25, and John 8:7 is like, "Don't cast stones at people," right? You without sin cast the first stone, right? Matthew 25 says, to help those that are in need, the ones that are starving, the ones that are, without a house. In the case of, this protest, rather than protesting abortion, maybe they should be spending time at the places where those women that have decided to keep their baby actually need help. They need help with support for doctors. They need help for their mental health. They need help for potential food and clothes for the baby as the baby grows up into a person, and has all sorts of needs. So it's kind of ironic that oh, I have no time to help people, but I have all the time in the world to point the finger. So this is a video for all of you people to think about. What are you doing? Are you criticizing people? Are you pointing out all their sins? Are you, or are you, sharing and spreading the love? And, by converting more people to Christianity, then you make change in people's values as well. If you help somebody to do something, then they don't have to go the other route, right? If you don't give anybody any food, they're going to steal it. If you don't give them what they need to survive, they're going to have to, cut out things out of their life. And, in the case of, if they got pregnant and they can't afford a baby, it's cheaper to get rid of the baby because nobody's out there helping them. So all you people that were at the protest today, go visit the clinics, help people, help feed them, help clothe them, help make sure they got supplies for their babies. There's organizations in town that do that kind of thing. There's lots of places you can volunteer. So, but if somebody criticizes you for being part of the protests and you say John 8:7, you've pretty much, you've given the verse that judges yourself. So there we go.